Hello everyone, day has come, BioMutant is here. Let's see, hold on, I'll put this down, there's a lot of light coming in. That might be a bit better. I hope everyone's having a good day, and welcome into the stream. Let's see, yeah, looks good.
Welcome to BioMutant.
Why, thank you. Right, now, let's sort out a few things. Maybe 50%, and if you think you can't hear properly, let me know. I can change that back. But I think 50 might be okay. And also, yeah, music we are thrown off keys, subtitles on. Frame rate limit 60. Yeah, I think we're looking good. We get comic book effects in this game. There's many Jaggers. How are you doing, man? Thank you for coming in. I played this shit. Easy, medium, or hard? Tempted for hard. I'm doing good. Danny, welcome in. Easy, medium, hard, lads. Tend to do hard. Do hard and see what's like. Let me know if the sound overall is alright. I think that's grasshopper.
Encode your DNA.
Okay. Okay, so prime is nimble. Right, so they're they're fast, so there, and what's it? Okay, so I'm guessing the fast don't have health, but don't much intelligence, could I? This guy. Right, so he's got more strength. Rex doesn't have much physical. He's got a bit better intelligence. Fucking jeez, look at him. He's got good defense and health. This is parachute. Okay, so he's kind of the magic user in a sense. Better luck, better intelligence. And then we have this guy who is lacking intelligence a lot, but has a shitload of luck and charisma. Hello Eddie, how are you? So I guess I'm just looking through and see. Yeah, I don't do football for one reason, like, can't. I wish I could. Football was good crack in the days. Ali, thank you very much for the look. Oh, go with him.
Define your genetic structure.
Okay. Okay. I haven't to go to the ending. Intelligence. So if you give him intelligence, he shrinks. Charisma, tall and small-headed. Yeah, well, he looks bulky though. Well, no, actually he's more wider. Okay, I'm basically looking at stats, that's what I'm trying to figure out here. Right, I think one strength and agility. Can I put a aside? Strength 45 and agility 65 there. Right, so that's probably the best I'm going to get. If I can get that. Yeah, okay, do that.
Choose a genetic resilience.
Let's see, radiation, cold, biohazard, or heat. What should be the worst? Hey, these guys? So there's different areas. Radiation's probably nukes, biohazard. We kind of need biohazard to change form though. Pretty sure that's how that works. Right, we'll go. If we go with heat and biohazard mix.
Choose your first style. I'll miss for that. That actually doesn't look too bad though. Pick your main color.
Okay. What the flipping colours of the rainbow? I should give him a tint for it. Yeah.
Choose your detail color.
He's been under the weather, lads. He's a bit blue. Looks like he's been in the fight. Right, who's somewhere there and see. Wait, actually no, wait. Get your camera anyways. Okay.
Pick a class.
Did I choose a life outside law? Ranged weapons reload instantly, and your next magazine is granted 20 plus damage. Right.
Command Deadeye.
That would go a lot with agility.
Commando.
Okay.
Psy-Freak.
He'd need more intelligence probably for that one. So yeah,
Saboteur.
Dodge energy cost is just 20%.
Sentinel.
think Sentinel was the exclusive one. Your base armor is increased by 10.
Saboteur. Deadeye.
Okay, between Deadeye and Saboteur, lads.
Saboteur.
I think that'd be interesting though.
Saboteur chosen.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Okay.
Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living.
Okay. So what's the choice?
But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Ah, so it's a good or bad storyline. Good or bad? Do good fortune and might do bad later. Yeah, go
Let
good.
me introduce myself. I'm the light and bright side of you, or your inner voice to be precise. An echo of balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
That's right. Light is only for those having difficulty seeing what's in front of them. Sticking to the me first path is the only way we'll be going places.
I'm surprised at the change of heart. I believe in putting yourself aside to help others, but helping the dark side is not that, you know.
You can't fight who you really are. The blood is obviously running red in our veins.
You're trying to keep us in the dark here, but you know it's blue blood in our veins and what it means. We have responsibilities. You can't fight the truth.
Darkness it is then. Was it? Or somewhat light. Okay, so
Right is always right.
Okay. How was that?
Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others.
Okay.
Do you remember the beast that shattered your family?
Nope.
Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
Oh fuck. Okay. Fight the meat eater. I know. Fuck. Okay, that didn't work. I don't know. He broke through. Okay.
You better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story.
For an ocean, I think it's a bomb. In fact, it's got freaking blinking lights on. So if we had stayed there, it would have blown up the whole place. What do you think, guys? Was it a bomb? I definitely think it was. No way you put lights on a
This
fucking...
time, it was best to run and
Yeah,
live to
genius.
fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
Yeah, it was a bomb. Okay, we're in a bunker. Guess can't see the results. Okay. Nice place to go here.
The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die.
Okay. You want to be unable to use it. Okay.
Not much left of that one. Close encounter.
No.
Flash the slash.
Combat's actually pretty interesting the way it works. Definitely gonna have to get used to the gun attack though. Do you like it? It's very good. Yeah, you did. No truck. Anything here? No. I do not know what you are seeing, cockroach. Slow bunker 101. What do we got? Electric mod. Okay, so lightning damage. Yeah, I'm correct. How do I... Ah. Your health doesn't regenerate in combat. No, take on. Use bandage by holding the quick select menu and select. Okay. Fuck, we had checking. Check every door. What is this strange contraption? I pack in the toilet. Actually,
Nothing like a little exercise.
yeah.
The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
Remember to parry. And you see flashing bolts. Oh, okay. Oh shit. Okay.
Cutting edge.
I wonder, can I lure them in? Yeah.
Shot.
Okay, that's pretty cool. You can knock them into the tower. You know, probably if I go in it, yeah, I'm going to stop. Regeneration. No. Okay. So I can't go extremely far into it, otherwise I am fucked.
Tap hard. Bullets everywhere. Slash and dash.
Oh, sneaky bastards. Okay, he's out to put an armor on himself. Okay, what's this guy have? Okay, more for health. Stone health. Yeah, can't the iron wall. Some enemies carrying large shields. You need to break the shield with melee attacks before you can deal damage to the enemy. Okay. So in other words, I have to kick the shit out of it. Oh yeah, he does have shield. Oh, okay. Oh shit, someone. Uh-oh. Haha. You didn't think I'd do that? Yep, that's the shield gun. Oh shit. Okay. Oh. I'm guessing I can't block bullets. Okay. Okay, close, close, close. That's the wall down, or the iron wall. And then what? So I think gunners are actually going to be my issue in this game. Because if I can't reach them, I'm going to have a problem beating them. Large guys aren't too bad, just have to get the parry right. And small guys, yeah, not too bad otherwise.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
The once was, so I'm guessing that's when humans were alive. Well, in year one. Yeah, crowbar. Yeah, an old world claw bar. Okay, claw bar. Okay, I'm presuming we're using that for the door then, we're not using it as a weapon. Or can we? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so that's his dagger. No, okay. This crowbar's not a weapon. Just probably forgetting in place.
That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy.
Yep. Okay. Right. Nothing else we need to get here.
Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
Now what? Okay, that was good. Let's engage. So make sure chat's open. Just let that refresh. Okay, I'm guessing this is a biohazard area. Good job, we have some resistance.
The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you.
Okay, so in other words, to fuck up your DNA.
Carving it up.
Hush. Hello. Ooh. Okay. Guessing these guys have a shitload more health than the guys normally at the start. Oh shit. Oh. Oh, nice. Okay. I must figure out how to do that. That's actually pretty good. Oh. There's that tower.
Pow! That's the good stuff.
So there are points used to unlock mutations. You can use biolopes to unlock special attacks or special abilities. Okay. Okay, strength's pretty good. Intelligence, agility, we've got enough. Charisma would be pretty good for when we get weapons. Luck, loot. I'll take luck
That
for
ain't
now.
bad.
Yeah. Alright, wait. You'll earn upgrade points to level up that can be used to acquire special attack specs. Okay, a special attack close range or ranged. Go close range. The weapon type you want to unlock. Dual wield. Fury sweat square triangle. Yeah, knocked out. So square triangle. I will do that. Code mutations tab to unlock. Ah, right, so that's how. Okay. Right, what can we get? We have 3 points. Okay, so we can make them fight each other. He looks like he's vomiting. Oh wait, he actually is vomiting on them. Okay, so that. Okay, we don't have any psychic attacks. Oh, we can build resistance. Fix damage to all enemies hit, or do you want we'll do this?
More powers for you.
Press wait. Alright, so you face the enemy and press the input. Okay, so we'll go. So hold L2 and then send. And we will upgrade radiation shot. What's it miss? Stick on lead. So I know we can jump to for right, there's a thing over there. Oh, we can. Okay, nice. Do that on any wall? Or can I only do that on certain ones? Oh yeah. Small health pack, right? Fair enough. I don't know why, but this whole place gives me Fallout vibes.
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom.
Thank you, Jack.
But
Hope you're doing
was
well,
it
man.
too late?
Thank you for
It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks travelled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
So some of the humans survived them. And then the rest of them, well, shit happened. What's this? Find a puzzle. It's got some open new paths while other features different rewards. Switch. Switch which knobs? To rotate. Oh. This is right. Slowly move. Right, so all the colors have to match. So stay in colors all that much.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
Yeah, sounds familiar to some things that have been happening around the world.
The sound of spark metal going pew pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt.
Okay.
It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door.
Alright.
There you go.
So it looks like I'm actually going to need to upgrade intelligence. Well, we'll get to the harder puzzles maybe. Is that a man or a monkey? Hopefully counter his attack, stun them. Yeah, seen that. Other way. Ah, that's how it launched him into the air. Hit him.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out.
Wait. Okay. Wait. On the way to... Ah, yeah.
Right in the face.
Aye, aye. Oh, he's got a sniper rifle. Okay, I'll just reload here.
Now that's a flesh wound.
Okay, who's next?
Cracker Doom.
Come on. Okay.
Chop it up. Well placed. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
Energy pack. Okay, regain energy.
Hold on to that.
Assuming these would be from maybe new weapons. The wee things are on the ground. Okay, so it won't let me interact with that. Okay, so why is there a guy going around in a wheelchair? Well, another animal. A new friend, an old friend. So our character probably, well, I know, talk to out of date.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. It's a scar you're covering under that eye patch, isn't it? But he would have recognized you anyways. You look exactly like your Muma. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Looper Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end.
What the fuck is this gorgeous?
He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. The impending threat of the World Eaters bringing down the Tree of Life is ever so close. He also worries about the Jagni tribe that's actively working for a doomsday and purging of the world. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
I'm presuming I do. In some way, shape or form. Like it is a tree out there. What's this? If you want to R. You're back. Talk to base before. So wait, was this guy called base before? I know he's called out of date. No.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here.
Nervous impressionist.
Sounds like he thinks she does. Despite your heart growing dark, there's nothing as powerful as a Muma's love. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life. You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
Okay, let's ruffle the grass. Oh, we do. Well, for him is a wee gay. Yeah.
You've found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree. The small tree you saw up there where you met will eventually grow into a tree of life and start giving back to nature. It'll be the heart of the land. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy.
Okay, so we have to catch these dudes. Sound a bit like Ape Escape. Ah, it's like Ape Escape.
You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of Nono out there that need to be guided to the roots of the Pensai tree.
Man doesn't need.
Oh, it'll need a continuous flux of ki over the 12 months to come, so countless, he'd say. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
Ah, yes it is. It is, Jack. It is. Okay, so I have to merge the wee guy with the tree. Look, Jack, play an ape escape. Ah no, wait. Shit. Okay, the net's not working, but we had to play basically ape escape there a few seconds ago. So I wonder, is the Elvis Impressionist the out of date? See, it's called base before. Now this is Tree of Life. Well, the smaller Tree of Life.
Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt.
This guy really liked his
From
Elvis
this day on,
music.
he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us. You can already see the effects from how reckless those before us acted, and unless something changes, we're doomed. The land won't survive the side effects of the old world's industrial advances.
Well, I did get to
He
the
says
edge.
you better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for...
I did get to the edge,
No,
what,
she's got
3
lots
years?
on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her disciples. Wonders if they let the Predator family live or not.
Funny enough though, the demo of this was very different. I remember playing the demo.
He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but
That was
now
him.
he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that
Alright.
that the World Eaters arrived.
True. Jack, I really need to get PS5 for that. I really need that. Funny enough, I don't know if I'm going to watch playthroughs of it, or I'm going to wait. I still haven't made up my mind on that.
The
Might hold
genetic
off.
evolution that occurred after the apocalypse, the Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land, set the World Eater's DNA into overdrive.
Yeah. I
His
think
friend
so.
Gizmo is working on a Mecton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route.
Okay.
Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route.
So that's what he might be doing.
The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own.
I must get stronger.
He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved. His friends have prepared something specific for each World Eater. The Mecton, the Octopod, the Midget, and the Goo Glide are almost ready to ride. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Right. Okay.